second week of matchups today. We have Hustle Esports versus Virtuous HQ. So far, we've seen Hustle take 2 maps, and Virtuous has taken 1. We're heading into a map 4 hardpoint on Ardennes Forest. And just a breakdown of the maps, the first hardpoint was the map that Virtuous took, and after that, Hustle took the search and destroy and the capture the flag. So they're riding the momentum, but Virtuous, they did take the first hardpoint. So I'm actually gonna have to give the slight edge to Virtuous here. They did a really excellent job in just completely shutting Hustle down on the first hardpoint. So what do you think going into this map, Relic?
I think you're totally right. I think just the hard points are given more in their favor, and it's not because actually not yet. It's because hard points take less cooperation when you're using 2 subs. It kind of just works out in their favor because you saw the S&D and the TF worked out. Great with trade, great with getting the bombs down, diffuses, working together, you know, yada yada. But on the hard points, kind of just like run, get kills, and hold hill. And it's a little more simple, and it just allows teams with much less experience together to just take advantages from that. And that's exactly what's going down. They're able to get the first 20 seconds inside of the hill, as now the rotations are going to have to go in, and Forest very rotate-oriented map, and most importantly, an AR hold hill map. That's exactly what happens. LJ holding the AR angle on top of the next hill, able to get the very early rotations. And maybe if he had advanced routing, he's able to get that kill. The team is able to get that trade, and now he's looking to hold all of the next hill, able to get that kill on next. And 3 players from Virtuous running straight down mid, just getting caught right off guard, as now Severeful on a streak because he loves running that AR, make it a 4, and is doing a really good job for his team holding that hill time. But LJ gets taken out of the hill, and 1-1 is Geo, and Small is going to determine everything, and Small is able to win that, as now Hustle really coming back into this hardpoint.
Yeah, and you can see a really good setup here from Hustle. They have the players sitting on top of the hardpoint, getting the time and also watching over it. And then you see the players are set up in mid, locking that angle down as well. So just a terrific setup overall. They have a great crossfire setup, and look at all the time they're getting from this. So I believe they came into this hardpoint 10 points down from Virtuous, and they're going to end up at least 30 points above them. Erupt just gets a big 2-piece in mid, but Virtuous, they're just going to have to give up on this hardpoint. That's pretty much a total loss for them. I don't even know if they got any time off of it. And they've also let Hustle out-rotate them. Well, actually, I couldn't call it an out-rotate. They had a player there. Hustle is slowly making their way over here, but they didn't get full control of the bunker heading into this hill. They are getting some time. Good kills there from Severeful, locking this down. There's players in front, and Spawn's favoring Virtuous a little bit. And Hustle players dropping like flies, but Vegas is going to come in with his streaks, even the score up a little bit. It's hard to play against those close spawns coming in from Virtuous, though. And this may just be another swing hill in the bunker. Virtuous getting a lot of time right now. And we're going to be back to pretty much even again, heading into the last rotation, and Hustle is going to have the spawns for them. So, 2 heavy hold hills in a row, split between the teams. So, definitely interesting so far. We haven't seen a lot of heavily contested hills except for the first one. I'm expecting this one to be heavily contested. That's exactly what it is, especially with this bombardment coming in from Vegas. And right now, it's getting a little bit hectic in the hill.
Yeah, no one's really able to break the hill because these are those streaks work out so perfectly in their favor, and they're not even able to break cabin, as you can just see here, as the side of Hustle just really holding cabin for all that they can, and doing a really good job of doing it, and it's really working out into the hill time as it's going in their favor, as we're looking to hold a little bit more. 18 seconds left, and you see some rotations go in, as Small is able to get one with a nade, and able to get another one on rotations will be illusory, and Smalls and Vegas are really just going off, double positives, carrying the team in time and in kills, and just really leading this Hustle squad to a nice little lead.
Yeah, you know, and Actually, this is a good response here from Hustle, especially after you dropped that first hard point. They're really coming out guns a-blazing, and, you know, really good job here to just bounce back. Obviously, they're riding off the momentum of those other two maps they just won, and they definitely want to close this out here, being on match point. They're letting Virtuous get a little bit of this time, and you really hate to see that on the first hard point since it's usually so contested. Smalls getting a big two-piece with that double headshot, trying to make things happen. He's got the third player lined up, but Taps is going to pop a two-piece of his own. And right now, the rotations are going to be coming in from both squads. They're just giving up all this time to try to hold on to this next one. And right now, it's very heavily contested. Hustle had a good setup, but Virtuous is flooding in from mid. And looks like they may actually have a retake here. The only player waiting there is Smalls. He's going to get cut down. And good little retake there from Virtuous, but it's not over yet.
Yeah, Tapsia really doing a good job trying to get that mid control and allows Gio to get just that enough space to do that on his own, but he's going to get traded out by Vegas. And Vegas is just really carrying the game off the back. 22 and 11, 23 seconds from Hill. And just kind of doing it all, but that's the second double kill in favor of Gio. Maybe that will be enough to break this Hill, but he's in a really bad position here, taken out by Smalls. Smalls, that really aggressive AR is working really well in his favor right now, and it might not look so on the KD factor, but you've seen him break a lot of hills doing it, and especially hold a lot of hills doing it, and those double kills and those triple kills. That's kind of what he's known for. But Virtuous almost going double negative SMGs, not really his map on an AR map, and it's really punishing him as Gio 11 and 15, and only 4 seconds from Hill gets taken out and gets picked off right there in a really bad position as Hustle on the side of Severeful is looking to hold this side of the bunker, and he's going to be left the only one on that window, but Taps is able to win that for him. And now maybe this could be the hill where Hustle can take back that lead.
Yeah, you know, and it's actually interesting. So there's only an 8-point, and it's actually getting even closer. It's going to be tied up here shortly. The lead difference, it's all tied up, but look at the kills. You have Vegas, he's 25 and 14, and Eruptus is double negative, but yet Virtuous has the lead here. Once again, we're going to have a lead change, so Hustle takes it back, but for me, this game really shouldn't even be this close when you have Hustle just outslaying the opponents, but Virtuous somehow is hanging right in there. Either way, it's a hell of a game to watch. Definitely great for us spectators, but Hustle doing the slaying, and you know, from my perspective, it almost seems like they're having the better teamwork, but I really don't have an explanation for why Virtuous is still in this.
I mean, I do, and it's because of hill time. And they're spraying the hill time evenly among teammates, but they're not able to hold rotations all too well. They're not really able to for a major time to kind of hold just for spurts. And it's working out. They have the lead, but it's just not enough sometimes because they just give the side of Virtuous just tons of time in a very consecutive order, you know, a whole 40 to 50 to 60 seconds even. And that's what you saw on that bunker hill. They're just able to hold all that time. Now with the rotation, you know, you need to see them just hold it a little bit stronger. Eruptus Tapsia able to break that perfectly. Tapsia double kill inside of the hill off the Eruptus base.
Nice combo.
Now, Bonzo are going to be huge here as Eruptus not able to get inside hill yet, but he's just holding them back as very close game coming in to the final 100 seconds for both teams. As Eruptus is able to get that double kill, and it looks like Virtuous are looking to make a comeback into this game.
Yeah, you know, and I think you actually did explain it there well. So Virtuous have just been they've just been really lethal with just consistently putting aggression towards the hill, always making sure they have shots going against the Hustle players, always peppering them down, and they're able to pick up scrap time, and they're hanging in on this. I mean, it's only a 10-point game right now, and Eruptus, he's actually picked things up. He's only 6 kills negative, so that's way better than the 12 that he was. Vegas still positive by 13 kills, so they're just about canceling each other out. Honestly, right now, Virtuous, he taps it. He's got the majority of the hill time. Severeful is going to need to hold this down if he wants his team to keep getting this time. I'm not sure why Eruptus isn't in the hill. That's 10 or 15 solid seconds they just gave up trying to rotate. Hustle's already set up in the next hard point, though. Vegas gonna have to defend this here. He's not gonna be able to, as Eruptus was up and had the head glitch. But Illusory is gonna be getting some of this time. We're gonna see another lead change, so Hustle is gonna take the lead. Actually, it's gonna stay tied. But things are just going back and forth so fast right now. It's kind of hard to keep up. Small's popping a two-piece of his own, and both these teams are just flying in. They know the game is so close, and just one swing hill could completely change the momentum, change the tide, and neither of them want to stop anytime soon.
Yeah, and it's all about that mid-U control. That's really what's going it all. Is mid-U just gives so much angle top of the hill and just gives so much map control in that favor, just able to hold mid like that. Illusory able to take advantage of that. 24 and 28 on the 2 streak, and he's able to do that just from breaking the mid-U. And they're able to take that lead by what's going to be about a 15-point lead now, as rotations are going to have to go in. But this is a bunker hill. The bunker hill, kind of in the name, it's a bunker. You just hold it for all the time, and that's exactly what's about to go down unless they get a really good break. One kill from the back might be able to do it. Vageless able to get one, looking to get to the back now, but the kills are just in favor of Geo. Able to get another double kill, and Geo might be negative 21 and 30, but I don't think we've seen them in the kill feed unless it's a double or a triple kill. Just kind of getting those really big plays in the favor, and that's exactly what's going down here. Just trying to hold the front. Baits are there, but it looks like Eruptus is going to go huge. There's 2. Oh, he gets taken out inside the bunker, and with 25 seconds left, this rotation is going to be superbly huge for either team that's able to win it.
Yeah, you know, and I have to agree with you. Gio's just been kind of doing the dirty work for his team. He doesn't have a whole lot of hill time, and he's negative in kills, but the kills he's been making have been absolutely huge for his squad. He's definitely not afraid to get in and get dirty, but Virtuous, they're sitting at around 200 points. Hustle just 20 below them, and there's only 40 seconds left in this match, so we could possibly see the time limit run out. We're now down to about 37 seconds and counting down. No one wants to step in the hill, and maybe if you're Virtuous right now, maybe you just kind of let that time run down. I mean, I know you're only 40 points away, but the idea is maybe in the back of your mind. Either way, if you're Hustle, you need to get in that hill. You need to get to that time, but you can't really afford to contest either. 24 seconds left on the game clock. Still a 20-point or 30-point difference, I'm sorry, for Hustle. It looks like Virtuous are just going to elect to let this time ticker down. 15 seconds left. Virtuous, can they hold on, or is Hustle going to have a little bit of a late rally here? 13 seconds. Hustle in the hard point. This is going down to the wire.
Yeah, and you see them, they're kind of a little indecisive. And then that kind of gives a little bit of leeway room, but it also works out really well in their favor either way. It gives them a good lead. It gives them lead in some time, and with so many seconds left down, they can just contest the hard point and can just stall them out for so long. It's almost nearly impossible for them to win at this point with just so little time left, and with over a minute that would take to rotate on these spawns. With 10 seconds left, it's really no difference. LJ able to get that kill, and if he's gonna need to win this, they need to break it wow inside the hill, wow, and instantly, without contesting it at all. But that's exactly what happens. The stun's there. They're able to hold that hill time. 20 seconds isn't going to be enough. It's going to be about 5 seconds left on the clock when the rotations go in, and that's exactly what's going down. And they have the rotations in their favor, and the stall is going to come there, so they're able to get it. So now it's going to be about 4 seconds left on the rotations, and Smalls is there, but he gets taken out. So now it's just left to Illusory in a 1v2 with a flank there from Vageless. Might go huge. He's able to get 2. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. He realizes he needs to get in hill. He does get inside the hill now. He's looking to slay just outside of it. That's not what they need. They need to slay wow inside the hill. But it's now working out really well in their favor, as actually they're getting this comeback lead.
Wow!
Oh, no! They might have just left the clock run out. This is extremely huge. They're playing so conservatively in the back. I think that they're going to get the lead, and they're just going to run outside of the hill. As now,
wow.
250.
This is absolutely insane. There's
They're
actually
not able to get the kill.
Oh my goodness!
Oh my god, what are you doing?
What a
Hustle.
comeback!
Hustle was down by like 30 points, even while holding them. They just needed to. What they needed to do is they needed to keep contesting those, because it would have stalled for too much time. But I mean, there it is. Hustle able to win your series 3-1 in really dominating fashion. I take that back. It was really close, but I mean, the plays were huge. Vegas went 48 and 33. And then you see positive on all the players except for Illusory, who he still got the second most time in ill. So I mean, just really dominating play. Tapsia, I'm sure, is heartbroken. Most kills, second most deaths, most time, best KD, second best KD on the team. But I mean, they kind of just lost because that terrible decision.